Good evening, Inspire Beauty. Happy Monday. It is the last time I'm actually going to speak to you for the rest of 2017. Next week, we've got Julianne Condia talking to us about the big idea, and that's going to be a really exciting topic. Make sure that you are there for that to really spark the end of the year for yourself, as well as spark, just how you feel like you're going to pursue 2018. As that approaches quickly as well. Okay, so I'm going to dive in tonight with the final thing I want to talk to you guys about, and that is crafting your vision and your vision board for 2018. I think it's so important to really have a solid vision in place when we are working in the industry that we're in. And I just think in life in general, there are so many people that don't spend time writing down their goals, or everything that they want is all jumbled up in here, and it's never put pen to paper. It's never put in front of them. It's not something that they can actually visualize every single day, and there's power in visualization. So I'm going to share the screen, get into the PowerPoint with y'all. And let's get it into presentation mode. Let's take it away. So tonight, like I said, we're crafting our vision boards. It is my heartbeat that by the end of tonight, you will be not only inspired and like on fire and ready to craft your own vision board, but that you'll have an idea of maybe some method to the madness, so that you're not just slapping stuff up there for no apparent reason, and that it's not just another thing to collect dust in your house, or something that, you do right now and then you never look at it again. So we're going to talk all through that. So why make a vision board? Well, first of all, this is a powerful tool. It serves as an image, you guys, of your future, of tangible, realistic things that are representing where you are going. Now, does everything on your vision board have to happen and take place exactly as it is on your board? No, it will evolve, it will grow. Some things might end up better than you could have even imagined. Other things are just visual representations of the mindset that you want to have as you go into the new year. But I would, ask yourself, where were you prior to this moment right now? Maybe think back on your 2017, your personal 2017. Where did that year kind of lead you? Where are you right now today? So think back, maybe on this past 1 year, maybe think back 5 years ago, where were you? Maybe even 10 years ago, where were you, right? And then think, where are you now? So really acknowledge and appreciate your journey so far, okay? And then the next question is, where are you going? And this, guys, is a huge question. Where are you going? I think far too many people just go through the same motion day after day after day after day. And like I said, have these dreams and desires in their head, but they don't actually have them in front of them so that they're constantly working to make them come to life. And so people end up getting 5, 10, 20 years down the road, and they think, man, what the heck did I even do with my life? Like, what got me to this point? And sometimes it's because we were so mindless. And I want us to start being mindful about what our actions are doing to take us to where we want to go. So what's that elephant that's on your chest? What's that deep desire? What's the thing that you truly just are longing for? What's your big, scary, like hairy, scary, audacious goal? Like, what is that dream? If there were no money restrictions, time restrictions, if there were no barriers in your way, what is that thing that you want? And I want us to paint a vision of each role in our lives. So rather than just thinking Beachbody, now we're going to talk through a little bit of business stuff tonight too, but rather than just thinking Beachbody and Inspire Beauty, I want you to really craft it based off of all the different roles you personally play, okay? And then again, I want you to make that vision 5 feet from your reach. What does that mean? That means don't go small. On your vision board, I don't want you to, we tend to set goals that we know we're going to hit because it's comfortable. And then when we hit them, we can kind of relax. And we don't end up setting goals or visions or dreams for ourselves for whatever reason, maybe fear, maybe we feel like people will judge us or people will think it's silly. I want you to remove all of that. I want you to make the vision scary. I want you to make it something that excites you. I want you to make it something that when you tell us about it, you light up. Your face just lights up. There is not a single person on this team that does not believe that you can have whatever it is that you want. I believe the only person, honestly, in our bubble that's telling us we can't get to X, Y, or Z is ourselves. And so we've got to take like that mean girl, that inner critic out of the room, tell her, you don't get to talk right now when you make your vision board. Excuse me. Okay, because we want these visions to be far ahead of us, something that we have to stretch for. But then when we finally hit, we're like, dang, I actually did do that, right? Okay. So with that said, I want to consider some potential obstacles. So right now, if you're taking notes, I'd love for you to jot some of these questions down, and maybe you can start answering them throughout the Zoom tonight, or even, post Zoom, kind of look at what got in your way in 2017. If there was something that held you back, what would it be? What slowed you down? What did you struggle with? Where do you currently feel stuck in your life, in your business, in your relationships, in your finances? And what do you truly want for yourself? So those questions are so key to first check in on. Now, I don't want the easy answer. What got in your way? Me. What slowed you down? Me. What did you struggle with? Myself, my mindset. Where do you feel stuck? I'm holding myself back. I don't want you to accuse yourself of being your obstacle or being your worst critic, or your, the thing that stands in your way is actually you. I mean, we all are, guys, obviously. But I want you to get specific, because when we just continue to say, oh, I got in my own way, it's easy to brush that off. It's easy to say, oh yeah, I know I got in my own way. I always get in my own way. But how are you getting in your own way? What repeated habit loops are you doing that you can see that you could stop before they actually happen the next time? Okay, so I'm asking you, when you're checking in with yourself, really gut check, and really reflect on the specifics of these questions, okay? Here's some things that I know are obstacles, definitely for me in my business, and I foresee them to be obstacles for you too. So I'm asking you, how will you handle? First of all, how will you handle if your goal is to go 3-star diamond in 2018? What are you going to do when coaches quit? Because they will. I'm gonna tell you that right now. In fact, let me just give you a funny story. We had a coach on our team sign up last week. I had a call with her, and the next day she quit. And I'm sharing that with you because it happens to me literally all the time. I don't advertise when people quit because that's just not my thing, right? But it happens. And that one slapped me in the face because I was like, oh my gosh, you literally just signed up. How are you going to quit? But guys, that happens. So what are you going to do when that happens? Because it will. And guess what? It will knock you down sometimes, because sometimes it'll be somebody that was your best friend and you believed in them so much. And they just didn't believe in themselves, or they didn't believe in this team, or they didn't believe in the company. And you can't control that. But how will you handle yourself if coaches were to quit on you? And not if, when coaches quit. Number 2, how would you handle letting off the gas when you hit a goal? It's really easy to hit SC5 each month and then say, I'll stop there. Let's say the first couple weeks, and I'm speaking from experience, when, if I get to SC6, honestly, in my mind, there's that part in my head that goes, well, you're safe, Brittany, you're good. You don't have to try that much harder, because at least you hit SC6. But what if my goal is, what if I keep setting my goal at SC5 every month? I want to be an all-star Success Club legend, right? Success Club all-star. And I want to hit it 12 months in a row. So what happens when you hit that? Do you just stop at SC5 just because you just want that status? Or are you going to push yourself to even stretch that goal further? What about when you're not asking yourself what's next? How will you handle that? For example, you hit that goal. You're proud of yourself. Maybe that goal was 3-star diamond, right? Let's go back to that one. 3-star diamond. And you get 3-star diamond. What's next? You've got to be ready to ask yourself that question. And I think far too often, a lot of coaches in our industry get to that rank position or get to that status or whatever they're going to be recognized for on stage, and they get to that, and they've never actually thought what they really want after that, right? We put a goal in front of us and we're like, yeah, I want to hit this. Well, then what? Do you stop there? Keep growing, keep stretching. So how will you handle it when you do hit your goal? Will you just stop and settle and let off the gas, or will you ask yourself what's next? Guys, how are you going to handle not hitting goals when you want to hit them? Sometimes our timeline just is off. Sometimes we want to hit a goal. I want to hit this goal by this date, and then we don't. So how will you handle that? In the past, I used to handle that terribly. I used to set goals in my planner, and then if I didn't hit my goals the next month, I wouldn't set goals because I was so crushed that I decided, you know what, I'll just keep them in my head. I won't write them down. That way, in case, I felt safer that way. But you know what? That was just me not being the best version of myself. That was me using excuses. That was me, honestly, just kind of being a baby when it comes to it. Like when you really think about it, it's like it was a lack of maturity. That when I wasn't hitting goals, I retreated back. I hid. That wasn't fair to me. That wasn't fair to my team. That wasn't fair to my clients. That wasn't fair to my potential clients. Wasn't fair to anybody, right? I wasn't being my best self. How would you handle life stuff? So let's say you're making this vision board and you've got all these great ideas and you're like, yes, I'm going to work, and January 1st happens and it's awesome and January rocks and February's like, okay. And then on February 18th, all of a sudden, bam, you're hit with something in your life stuff. You get fired. You get laid off. Someone in your family gets ill. You get ill. Work is just overwhelming you. Winter guard season is in full swing and you just can't keep your head above water. What are you going to do when life happens? So how will you handle that? Does that mean your vision board comes down and goes in a closet and then you tuck that away and maybe in another lifetime I'll hit that? No, this is it, guys. This is what you have. So when life happens, here's the deal. Life happens to everybody. Life happens to everyone. The difference between those who are successful versus those who give up on themselves is that those who are successful keep going despite the obstacles that are in their way. Okay, so how will you handle life? How would you handle letting go of self-care? What if you fall off the wagon, guys? We all fall off the wagon, or we get injured and we have to take a little break. What would you do? How will you handle that? Do you just tell yourself, well, I didn't join a challenge group the last couple of months, so I'm not going to reach out to my upline because she probably won't want me to be in her challenge group because I haven't been showing up? Or do you say, you know what? I'm going to start showing up. Who cares about the past? This is me now, and this is what I need to do to be my best self, right? Next one. How would you handle not truly working for it? Meaning, like, do you do your trackers every day? Like, if your goal is to really push your business, are you actually doing your trackers and your power hour every day? Are you doing the 4 vital behaviors? Are you running consistent challenge groups? If you're truly not working for it, it's just not going to happen. And so how will you handle giving yourself that gut check and saying, you know what? This week wasn't my best week. I didn't actually do my power hour every day like I told myself I would. I didn't post on social media the way I told myself I was going to. I didn't do my team trainings the way I need to. I didn't X, Y, Z, right? You didn't do these things. And you have to give yourself that gut check. But you can't do it like 3 months from now. It's a weekly kind of check-in for yourself. And that's why these vision boards are so amazing, because you plant them up right where you can see them every single day, so that every day you've got a quick reminder, that's what I'm working for. That's why I'm sitting here right now. That's why I'm making sacrifices in my life, because I want that. How do you handle getting disconnected from the team? Again, just like letting go of your self-care or getting, out of the loop of challenge groups. What happens? Do you just say, oh, they went on without me, like I'm just going to stay on the wall? Or do you say, no, today's the day. I'm going to connect back in with my team. I'm going to plug into Zooms. I'm going to plug into conversation. I'm going to add value to our team page and recognize other people and boost other people's confidence too. And how will you handle fear? Because fear isn't going to not be there, right? You're not going to make a vision board and be fearless. There's no such thing, by the way, as being fearless. I would hate for somebody to say, oh, Brittany's so fearless. No, I am fearful, because fear and courage have to be together. I don't do things that are out of my comfort zone and not feel fear. I feel the fear and I do it anyway. And I tell fear, you get to stay over there. You don't get to talk to me. Zip it. But they're there. Fear is going to be there. Like, but I have to have that conversation. Like, okay, I know fear is going to try to drag me down. Because when you try to do big things, guys, the first thing that happens is fear shows up. Kid you not. So if you're sitting here and you're all amped up, like, I'm going to make a vision board. I want to burst your bubble just a little bit, not a whole lot, because I want you to like be super amped up about this. But I do want you to be realistic. Fear will come into play. So how are you going to handle that? So these are questions I really want you to ask yourself as you're making this board for the rest of the month. Okay, I have a video that I want us to watch. Okay, I'm going to exit really quick. Can you guys hear that when I played that? Just give me a thumbs up. I couldn't see your faces. Yeah, cool. So this is a video that I found on YouTube that is perfect. It's about 10 minutes long, and it's all about how to make the vision board. And then we'll talk about a couple of different things afterwards, but she does a great job of this. So I just want you guys to check it out real quick.
What's up, guys? It's Irene. Welcome back to my channel, Lavender. Today we're going to be doing something really fun. I'm going to show you how to make a vision board. So if you don't know what it is, a vision board is basically a board of visual inspiration for your dream life. It's basically like images, quotes that inspire you, and just everything that you want to invite into your life. You put it on your vision board. So I'm going to share like different ways you can create a vision board, and then I'm going to show you a bonus exercise that you can do called current me versus future me. And that was a little vision exercise that I created myself that I think would be really fun for you guys to do as well. Also, make sure you stick to the end of the video because I'm going to be doing a giveaway and all the instructions are at the end. So it's up to you how you want to make your vision board. You could do it digitally or traditionally. So I created my first vision board in 2014. This was done digitally. So what I did was I went on Pinterest and I collected all of the images that I really liked, all the images and quotes that inspired me. And basically I arranged it all on Photoshop, had it printed, and then framed it. That actually took a lot of work to just do it digitally. So today I wanted to try to do it the old-fashioned way with magazine cutouts and paper. Both ways are great as long as you have some sort of visual board, like a physical visual board that you can look at every day. I think that's what matters. So let's get started. exercise that I really wanted to share with you guys is something that I'm calling current me versus future me. So I started doing this in 2012. You can see my notebooks. And basically, I've done this vision exercise every year since then. So I have this one, and then the next year I had another one, and then the next year I had another one. And then 2015, I had another one. And I haven't made one for 2016, so I think it'd be cool to do it today. The way that it works is you draw your current self on one end, and I literally drew myself as how I looked that day, like what I wore. And then basically, you paint the picture of your thoughts, emotions, and whatever you're going through at that time. So I was going through like really tough times in 2012. So I was like, lost, my thinking was messy. I basically was like going through my last semester of college. I was so like depressed. I had so much pressure to like get a job. And I don't know, I was just not in a good state. I had insomnia. I was really, really flaky with friends because I had like trouble waking up every day. I just couldn't wake up, and I would have like lunch meetings and I would sleep through them. And so I felt bad that I would stand my friends up. But basically, that was the picture of what I looked like March 2012. And then I drew myself as what I wanted to look like. I drew my ideal me, the me that I aspire to be. So basically, I'm like, I'm happy, healthy, balanced, successful, I'm confident, I understand me and my purpose, and here finally in my life, I am punctual and responsible. Basically envisioning how I want to be in my ideal future. So I did this exercise each year since 2012, and it's been really encouraging and motivating to see how I've changed and how my life and my thoughts and emotions have really shifted towards a more positive direction. And it's just really cool to see how the current me in the more recent years really resembles the ideal future me that I originally drew in 2012. Like literally now when I look back on those old drawings, I feel like my life is almost basically like this. Like I'm on my way to being that happy, positive self that I've always wanted to be. All right, I hope you guys like those exercises today, how to make a vision board and how to do the current me versus future me vision exercise. Tell me which one you liked best. Do you guys actually create?
Okay, so we're gonna stop it there because the last part is just her old giveaway. Let me go back into presentation mode. Okay, so I like how she talked about you could do a digital version. It's totally, you know, you could use PicMonkey, you could use Canva, you could find images on Pinterest or just by doing searches for images and really doing it that way. When I made my happy board last year, and we'll talk about that later, probably come January, but when I made my happy board, looking back on the past year, I used PicMonkey for that because I was able to type and use different fonts and whatnot and make it look the way I wanted it to and collage all the photos. So you can do a digital version, or you could go with the old school poster board. My vision board is actually, I'm not at home right now, so I can't show you mine, but it's a black frame that's a cork board. So I bought a cork board that had like a little black frame around it, and then I stick my stuff all over that. And so I think I'm going to stick with that, but I don't know. I'm going to play. I haven't done my vision board yet for 2018, so I'm excited to kind of do this with you guys. There are 4 areas, though, to crafting a vision, and she didn't really talk about how to construct your vision board, and I wanted to give you guys more of a clearer, focused method to the madness. So if you think about your board in 4 quadrants, the way that I've split it up on the screen, one of those quadrants should be career and finance focused. So honestly, we're Beachbody coaches, you guys. What do you think I want you to focus on in number 1? Where you could take your business. That's where you could talk about Success Club. That's where you could talk about what you want by summit, or what, if you want to be recognized on stage for something, or what you want your team and our team to look like come the end of 2018. How many coaches are you trying to add to Inspire Beauty into your personal downline? Just all of that stuff. Financially, how much do you want to earn per month? Like what would be, and again, remember, 5 feet away. You can't reach that right here. It can't be something that you can reach today. So if you're already making, $250 a month doing Beachbody, I don't want you to say 500 because that's easy. That's playing it safe. If you're making $250 a month right now, I want you to say, I want to make $3,000 a month. What? That's a lot. That's a lot different than 250, right? That's 10xing it. And so I want you to go for something that when you say it, you cringe a little because you're like, oh gosh, now I have to actually work for that, right? Career and finance. Now, obviously, part-time hustle for most of us, right? There's not a lot of people on Inspire Beauty that do this full time. So I get that. So what do you want the other career and jobs that you do, the other hats you wear, what do you want that to look like too? So all career and finance in 1 quadrant. Maybe paying off debt is something important to you, or paying off student loans is really important to you right now. Or maybe you just want to be able to pay off your Shakeology for once, right? That goes over there. Okay, another quadrant, second one, health and wellness. So self-care, anything and everything related to your self-care. So anything that inspires you to get up and press play in the morning, anything that reminds you to stay connected to your health journey and your self-care. Maybe there's an outfit that you see and you're cutting out magazines. There's like a certain outfit that you want to rock by a certain date. All of that goes there. Okay. Is our thing up? Hold on. Let me escape. I think our 10-minute. Perfect. I'm just looking at the time. Sorry, guys. So all of that's going to go in your health and wellness, okay? Another quadrant for love, relationships, and this doesn't just have to be significant other or your spouse. This can be any and all relationships that you are attracting into your life, okay? And outer. So the health and wellness, that's going to be your self-love. So I want number 3 to really be external, how you relate to other people, okay? And number 4, creativity and fun, putting some adventure in your life, right? What do you want in those areas? What do you want your life to look like? And again, this vision board, you're crafting it for 2018, but you don't have to say like, okay, I can only put stuff that I could tangibly finish and accomplish in 1 year. No. Imagine that this vision board is just what you'd love to accomplish given as much time as possible, right? And then surprise yourself. Come the end of 2018, you can look back and say, wow, like I really cultivated all of that, or I cultivated this and I didn't even realize it. And that felt like such a stretch, but now it's here, right? So I want you to really not feel like you're restricting yourself to 1 year of accomplishing this stuff, because that can feel stressful. I want you to dream big, go large, right? But I also want you to stretch yourself and see what you can do in 2018. So this is what I want to do with you guys. This is my call to action. So let's play a little bit. What do you want to create in 2018? Think, guys, for your business, for your team, in your self-care journey. What do you want to create for fun? What do you just want to do for fun that maybe you haven't done in a while? What do you want to cultivate in your relationships or in your household? And what do you want to create in you as you begin to grow and evolve as a human being, as a part of Inspire Beauty? What do you want to create in your own life? What would you like to manifest? So this is our challenge. My challenge for you is to create a vision board for 2018. It can be digital. It can be physical, whatever you want. You're going to share it on the team page before January 1st, 2018. So you have from now until the end of the month to create it and then share it on the team page. And then give us a little something, something. Give us something to cheer you on about. Tell us what you really, really want. Tell us what's scary. Guys, when you have to type that out and tell us, first of all, you're in a safe zone. If typing it and bringing it to Inspire Beauty is probably the safest place you could share these like hairy, scary goals, right? But it's also going to make you come out of your comfort zone. I hope you realize this, that it might be fun and exciting for you to create this vision board, but the second you have to share it and show us what you want in your life, all of a sudden it becomes a little nerve-wracking. And I want you to experience that, because I want you to see that you're going to still be alive even after you hit submit. And I want you to see that everyone there has your back and is cheering you on. I want you to feel that love. So share it on the team page before January 1st. And if you do that, you, my friend, will get a special prize straight from me to your house. So I'm not telling you what that is yet, but you will get a little something, something from me as a thank you for getting out of your comfort zone, playing with us a little bit, and really dreaming big for your life. Because when you dream big, when you dream bold, when you stretch yourself, your vibration just goes out into the world, you guys. It makes our planet a better place, truthfully. So that's my call to action for you guys. I think that was the last slide. Yep, it was. I'm going to stop our share. Got about 6.5 minutes left, my friends. Oh my gosh, look at how many friends are on tonight. So many friends. I just have to take a moment and like smile at this. This is so cool. Kaylee, I've missed your face. Okay, who's our 920 number? There's someone on the phone. I love this. Okay.
Hey, Britt, it's Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We are good. Are you at work still?
No, I just got home a little while ago, so I had enough time to jump on quick.
Yay, love it. Okay, guys, any questions, anything you want to talk through? Like, seriously, I want you to talk at me now. I've talked too much.
I'm kind of excited about making one of these because I've never made one before. So it'll be pretty helpful, I think, to look at 2018 as a whole.
I agree. Absolutely. And it's meant to be fun. Guys, that's the key. This is meant to be a fun, exciting activity for you to do right now. Don't let it paralyze you, right? Because a lot of times I can feel that like I don't want to stretch myself too much, right? Don't let fear paralyze you. Just dream big. It's going to be fun. Any other questions, comments? If you weren't here at the beginning, I am in Charlie's office tonight, and I have a chair that moves, so this is fun. I can't stop moving. This is why I can't have nice things. And I was telling the ladies earlier that this is like my personal hell. Like, this is so messy. I can't deal with this. So, nothing. I'm going to make you guys talk one of these days. Each one of you is going to host a Zoom.
I'm sick that week.
You already planned it out? The scheduled sickness. Here comes Frankie. Frankie, come say hi. I brought Frankie too. All right, guys. Well, I will let you go then. It seems like everyone is ready to go. So this is the other thing I wanted to mention. Remember, we've got Wednesday nights where we do Wine Down Wednesday. You don't have to drink wine. You don't have to drink anything. You can just come and show up. If you feel like this is one other thing added to your plate, join us on Wednesday nights. And feel free to work on your poster board or your digital thing, whatever you want. Yeah, use those Wednesday nights this month to be able to plug into dreaming big. So, yay, guys! Thanks so much for being on. Let me take a quick pic. So, as I always say, fix your hair, fix your face. Right. Exactly. Thank you. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Thanks, ladies, so much for being on tonight. Have a beautiful Monday night, and I will talk to you on the team page.
Have a good night.
Bye, guys.